Hi Pisces. So I'm sorry I wasn't here for a few days, and I'm actually going to be away for a week. But I'll be back next week. I am going through the tarot moment. Everything that we've been talking about, Pisces, this death and rebirth is for real. And so you might be feeling as well that, yeah, at this time there's no way that you have the time to come back to who you were or have any sense of stability when it comes to feeling home. You might be feeling completely out of your element and very uncomfortable. The theme of home came a lot here in our spread, oracle spread, and we'll get into the tarot very quickly. But there is this death and rebirth coming through a lot, as well as 4444. So protection of Archangel Michael, and number 4 being truly foundational. The 4 of Wands could be union with a twin flame. It's the coming home, really. This number 4 is what is stability truly. And you might find right now that actually the universe is giving you instability and not giving you clarity when it comes to, okay, now I feel this is the right situation, the right place, the right home. And you know, I thought I had found some stability, and now it's shifting again personally. So we are going to be on the road again, and still in Peru, but and there are projects, there's collaboration coming through also, not being afraid of actually partnering with the right people. But this time it's still a bit hard to see clearly. And just know that this week, Pisces, we are heading towards this full moon in Virgo. So again, when we're heading towards any full moon, the emotions are heightened, yeah? So be careful with that. Virgo has to do with actually balancing Pisces, which Pisces has to do with the visions, all of that, the dreams, all of that. But Virgo actually puts those dreams into reality, into practice, so it really looks at all the details, the reality of things, maybe financially how you can make it through. And if you use your mind wisely, Virgo is a fantastic energy to work with, to actually put into practice. Again, take the action towards what you've been in the abstract, thinking of conceptually. So here, Pisces, also, we're going to be heading into, this is the last week of being in Pisces, we're going to be heading into Aries, which is the first house astrologically, and has to do with, your independence, how you actually take the initiative, and you actually start, and you have the full energy here coming through a lot. Pisces, of course, had to do with, and still this week, had to do with contemplation, resting, finding connection with higher dimensions, meditation, solitude, hermit energy. And here we are going to be and have to get into, okay, I'm here. And so all of the strength that you've gathered here and the instability have found perhaps no other way than to find the stability, the home, only here within you. And it does talk here in this beautiful angel card about eternity. You have gently moved your awareness from the external world to a world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift to a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are, in essence, a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. Right, Pisces? So that is so true. Underneath we do have opportunities. So you do have opportunities coming your way. if you're able to let go of negative patterns or things that were done to you perhaps, but really I would say for you, all those challenges have been perhaps at times feeling like you're dying, truly, like you have no way other than die and feel, and maybe not feel anymore, feel like you're numb, feel like there's nothing left, truly. This number 13, death and rebirth, has been coming through. And so you have here, rebirth is a sword, bad spirit. Whatever is actually happening, Pisces, I know that you've had to be really strong during this Pisces season, emotionally, spiritually, really. You have had to find this strength within, and it's the spiritual strength. But this rebirth, you have renacimiento here in Spanish as well, confirming those 3 times. This rebirth from this past and finding home in wisdom, Pisces. Finding home in wisdom. And in that way, really being very creative and allowing all creativity, you know, blowing your mind out, where you go beyond normal. It is truly that, going beyond normal here. Beyond your normal, beyond the normal of the collective perhaps, but truly visions of life beyond death here, number 44, is talking about that, the vision beyond death. Here there is life. We're talking about life beyond the death. So it's a death and rebirth. Truly it's the rebirth, the focus. And so if you can receive, be in the receiving mode, relax enough that you're no longer in your own way, this true creativity is going to start flowing, Pisces, and in a positive way, right? And maybe in this neutral point zone where there's no positive or negative, you have come to a place where truly you go beyond a sense of I am a person with emotions and thoughts. Maybe you can find within you, if you stop long enough, a stillness, a point where that truly is eternal, where almost in the same moment you don't exist and you exist even more so, because there's no boundaries, because you disappear, there's no one here. You become consciousness itself, you become the universe itself, you become all. And that's where the true heart, compassion, starts to shine. This light you start to feel. And that could be the awakening, Pisces, happening. And here what they're indicating is a lot of forgiveness needing to occur. What needs to be forgiven, Pisces? Here you have 2 cards talking about that. What needs to be forgiven? When you liberate yourself from past anger and rancor, you know, anything that you've been resenting, any resentments, all of this contraction, this heaviness, this non-trusting, you know, especially in relationship, we've seen that a lot, those wounds, emotional wounds. A lot of you are going through a soulmate, you know, relationship, twin flame. But once this goes, you will discover that all of your desires will become reality. And that's really is that block. You know, when you're blocked by this negativity, this true feeling of heaviness in the heart, it's physical, Pisces. You know, it's like this. Once you start to breathe through that and to disidentify with that, to go to a higher place beyond normal, we saw, you start to receive the downloads, the light, the creativity, the true channeling starts to occur, because you are beyond yourself and you release allegiances here. You release all that was blocking you, that was in your way. And that often is really internal, Pisces. But truly, we need to forgive to awaken. And this could have to do with, past wounds with a mother figure. We have had this card a lot. Isis, by the way, is coming through a lot when it comes to goddesses of Egypt. But here, the mothering. Maybe you haven't felt the warmth of your mother, of a feminine figure in your life. Maybe you've had trouble with your own kids, or give that to yourself. And so that has to do with emotional boundaries and feelings here, where maybe because you haven't had it, or maybe even have been touched enough and haven't felt the warmth of the mother, or love in general, unconditional love when you were kids, you might be stuck when it comes to that, and not believe in that, and not be able to give that to yourself or to others. And so all of this comes back to this need for centering yourself in this blue turquoise energy in the lotus flower here that is coming through, has to do with truly getting to that point where you become so still that you disappear, Pisces. You are just no longer here. And you will see that paradoxical moment that in this very second, when you feel you don't feel anymore, you are fully alive. And that is a true death and rebirth that is coming through here again. And finding and becoming the true beauty that you are. The true sense of the essence of you, of your aliveness. And then taking action upon it. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want at this time, Pisces. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture, Pisces. Right? So, if there was any doubt, Pisces, this is definitely telling you to come back to faith, to live from faith, from love, and to, if you again have those patterns of always coming back to negative thinking, non-trusting, all of that heavy stuff, contracted stuff, hurt, pain, suffering, if you just are aware of it, disidentify from it, and rise, focus on only what you want, positive, and truly it starts energetically, the manifestation. If you are only focused on that, that is what will manifest. But you need to really truly trust Sacred Fool here. And that's the new way. That's the point zero, the full energy, where you focus only on the light. And you just know, because there's a clarity that comes when you're not bothered by so much heaviness, right? When you're able to only be and trust, have faith, see only the light, the love, and your dreams coming true, and only the beauty of that. And whenever there's a little bit of negative thing, you're aware of it, but you're also aware that it's just a passing thing. It has to do with your past. It has no reality unto itself. The reality unto itself is the one that you create. And so if you focus on only what makes you feel good, what you truly want, your desires, that is what will manifest. So it's only that you're supposed to really center into, Pisces. That is your home. That is your clarity. Right, Pisces? And some of you might have to deal with financial stuff. It looks like maybe there's going to be clarity about that. Maybe you are not sure about having enough money materially, or kind of having doubts about that, or feeling insecure about that. But some clarity is going to come when it comes to your career. And truly, there's a need to not fall into the fear mode, right? And there's a lot of fear right now in the world. So we need to truly let ourselves receive abundance. And the abundance is really the money, the finance really comes to us. We manifest it when truly our center within ourselves is abundant. When we only see abundance, abundance is when we are past our traumas. When we are negative, that's poverty consciousness, right? It's fear. So we cannot create abundance. But if we switch again to the other side of the coin, which is the same coin really, Pisces, so it's really just up to you, to your choice. If you get to that where it's only the positive, only beyond all ego, trauma, hurt, suffering, all human drama. Truly, when you're in that space that is actually beyond negative or positive, there is abundance that comes from the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. It will provide, but that means that you can have that faith, a leap of faith from the sacred fool. And that's not easy because it's really up to you. The logic would be, I don't believe it's possible, fear. But if you go to that faith, it's possible, positive, beyond yourself, infinity. You touch this eternity, right, that we started the read with. This eternity within you, you will manifest that abundance, infinite abundance, because that's your vibration. And that will be the clear path, the alignment. So that would be, if we need to say positive or negative, but again, it's beyond that. It's really truly only what makes you feel good, light here. Focus on the basis. You need to truly practice that. When it's not natural, we need to rewire our patterns. We are used to, it's easier to come back to our suffering because that's all we know. Here we shift, the rebirth. And that's why we need to just make a little bit of effort in the beginning to truly always be in that center. Okay? You have here fertility coming through a lot as well, Pisces. Yemaya, grandmother ocean, primordial. Fertility, potential, powerful creative energy, initiation energy as well. So we have babies here. It could have to do with you in the womb of your mother, but also you getting pregnant, or you actually creating something, art, just work, a new vision, all of that. You have vision coming through, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. You're definitely going through that, Pisces. And there is a surge of power, wave of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. And this is going to unfold during this week towards the full moon, and then in Aries, you're going to see how our energy is going to shift from the contemplative mode, which is where you find your strength, Pisces, to, okay, now let's get into it. She reminds me definitely of an Aries, and that talks about awakening this goddess. Now, talking about falling in love, kissing the divine in another and yourself. How can we get to that point where we kiss the divine in another as much as in ourself, and in ourself as much as in another? That is when there is no longer any separation, when there's no longer a me and the other, right? That means that you're no longer in you. You are in the eternal, the infinity that we talked about. That's the true compassion. And that's the true love too. Beyond yourself, beyond the other, you kiss the divine. That's love. And it happens to be, with that person here or there, but truly you are in that state, and you are that true compassion, that true heart. Falling in love, kissing the divine in another. That is beyond the ego of the other. There's forgiveness that happens there as well. There's no drama, Pisces. There's no all of the street stuff, right? The old stuff, the betrayals, jealousy, all of that small stuff of the human, the gains, Pisces. Here we're talking about kissing the divine in another, in yourself. So the other is yourself. Definitely in twin flame you will see that, but truly in any relationship, doesn't have to be that one, you know? But when you touch the other, you kiss the other, or yourself, it's the same thing. So when you have all those traumas, you can't really accept yourself fully. You don't, you know, you still have hate, you know, anger towards yourself. You cannot love if you cannot love yourself in that way. You cannot love another. Yeah, so it's all the same. So truly in the relationship, never has to do with the other. It always has to do with ourselves, right? So this is a beautiful reminder here. The divine, Pisces. The love here. Beyond the other, beyond yourself. You're one, right? Because you have disappeared, so you are all. That's a true heart, Pisces, right? We do have here a seahorse spirit as well that talks about, you know, loyalty when it comes to love, and there is a watch and wait here. So if you have doubts, you're not sure about this particular relationship, here they're asking for you to just watch and wait and not judge so quickly, because you have again this dolphin spirit here. This and that are true. So talking about not making judgments or decisions too quickly, right? To allow things to happen, see them, observe them, but not put a label on it. And again, that's when you are in that space, Pisces. Okay? And here again, the end spirit, we talked about time to collaborate. So definitely time to partner with the right people here, Pisces. Now, in your major arcanas, we talked about death and rebirth that came through, but your card this week is you, Pisces, the moon. And so, number 18, the moon, has to do with your subconscious fears, all of that deep stuff, the scorpionic energy, the dark, the shadow, and the light within you. All that is not seen clearly. Looking at it, that's the deep stuff, the deep emotions. And some of you might have to deal with family that you haven't seen for a while, or stuff like that. You might be triggered. Again, remember, there's going to be this full moon, so emotions are going to be heightened. Try to not become overcritical. That's what they're talking about here with this and that are true. Just be here, calm, and observe, watch. In this neutral zone. And in the same way, look at your emotions that arise. Look at them. And don't believe them. That's the thing. Don't believe them. And you'll start rising. Right? Right, Pisces. So let's get into your tarot here. You got the Hermit coming through when I pre-shuffled. And the Hermit has to do with holding this light, right? Focusing on the light within. Like they were saying, finding the stillness, the tranquility, home within you. There's a definite death and rebirth here. You have 10 of Swords that came through with the Lovers here. Number 6, twin flame energy, soulmate energy. And that's very clear. We're seeing it here. That could be a commitment at play as well. This is a divinely guided union, relationship. Doesn't need to really trust in it. Whatever triggers are happening, there's healing happening. You have the Star here, right? So a definite rebirth when it comes to you, how you're seeing relationship perhaps. Let's look at this a little bit more deeply, Pisces. Tarot of Pisces this week. please. Page of Swords, King of Wands, and 8 of Cups, Pisces. And you have underneath the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, this is travel. Some of you might be traveling. There's here action. You know, there is passionate messages as well, communication. Obviously here we have the Page of Swords. That has to do with rapid communication, rushing in, really speaking your truth here. The King of Wands, this could be a fire energy in your vicinity. It could have to be your particular person, or just a very strong, charismatic figure. Here is coming through as masculine. But there is here a walking away with the 8 of Cups. There is a sense of looking towards your joy and just following that. There's a dolphin here. This feminine energy is really starting in you, looking at the stars and only going towards that, or turning her back onto her past here and truly speaking the truth, being the truth, her truth. And when we see the King of Wands here, that could be also you, that is in your full power, magnetic leader, that is very creative and just doesn't back down. There's a lot of confidence here. There's a lot of action. There definitely is going to be communication here. And truth coming through. Confidence, Pisces. Confidence in yourself. In what you believe in. What you want. What you love. And be in your throne. Not backing down from that. A lot of power is coming through here, Pisces. You have the Page of Wands. That's following, again, the spark of creativity. That's a passionate new beginning, someone who truly has the fire lit for you as well. But this is really following your heart, again, your creativity, what you want. And we have this other card that has to do with moving away from something. This is the 6 of Swords. Going towards calmer waters here. So from that, there's like a full creativity that comes through here as you are your truth, and you definitely decide to turn your back and onto that past. You go towards something much different here, Pisces. It's a new journey for you. You have the King of Cups. This is being emotionally balanced, Pisces. This is at the heart of your read. Under the King of Wands here. So this creativity starts flowing once you have mastered your emotions and you no longer fall, right? You're very straight. There's this sword here. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Following only what makes you fulfilled emotionally, Pisces. 9 of Wands and 10 of Cups. Underneath you have the 9 of Pentacles. So we had right now we had a 9 of Cups. So emotional fulfillment. This is 9 of Pentacles. This is also fulfillment when it comes to abundance, self-employed, doing your own thing. So please, Pisces, don't give up. Here, she doesn't give up. 9 of Wands. She's going for it. And she's going towards her fulfillment. This is the 10 of Cups. This is everything that, the dream life is everything you dreamt of. It's the family, it's love, emotionally complete. Family, Pisces, the rainbow, the house. Don't give up on it. It's doable. It's here. She's very strong here, Pisces. You are strong. You have stepped up. It's a new power that you are being given. You know, you have this wave of power we talked about, a surge of power, upswing energy, exhilarating movement. I mean, look at that. I was seeing the Queen of Swords. She doesn't back down. She can be a little bit cold, but she's very rational. She knows and she says. And that's it. Nobody can get in her way. I see here the High Priestess and the Magician. This is stepping into your magic. Is stepping into manifestation big time, Pisces. Your visions. The world within. The energy starts its energy first, and this manifests materially, Pisces. Yeah, here you have the Two of Swords. This is being blindfolded, not seeing clearly, but this could be also two paths. You know, a choice that needs to be made also. But this has to do really here with not looking with your physical eyes, but looking inside, right? Looking inside yourself to find the answers. So that there's only one sword, right? And here underneath you have the three of swords. So this being blindfolded, not seeing the situation as it is you probably, because there's all those pains of emotional garbage from the past still here a little bit, or a lot depending on your situation. That's blocking, that's not allowing you to see clearly the situation, because you're living the present from the past. You're not truly living the present as the present. So truly you're asked to, here we have the two moons, so it's calling to each other. There's a need to walk away from that unclarity and confusion. And for that, you only need to get into that space of zero, the true present moment, the true reality, to go beyond your past. And the Tower, Pisces. I started talking about the Tower, and it's right here. Let it crumble. All of it, Pisces. All of it. It's scary, but let it. You're going to feel like you're completely in chaos, not knowing what from where, from... Perhaps it's the time to let it all go right now. Maybe that's the awakening. That's the true path. You need to, this is a shock, or it might happen, you know, unexpected events, whatever it is, but it's truly here letting all of the prison, you know, the tower crumble. All of the ideas, all of the concepts, all of that you had built within you, your mind, or that was conditioned into you, that just goes. You become bare, you become zero. You come back to the sacred full, and actually that is in the non-stability, the no foundation, you find the foundation in the zero mode. Here you have temperance, healing. I mean, there's a lot of water here with the two balancing each other with the Three of Cups, Pisces. I mean, it's amazing. And we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles has to do with, we saw the Ten of Cups, right? It's on the spread. Here underneath, you have also abundance, financial, everything. The family, the dog, loyalty, long-term commitment. It's amazing. Now here, the Three of Cups is celebration. And with the right people, the right collaboration, the right energies around you, the purity of heart, not the ones who are going to be taking advantage of you, manipulating you. Here, look at those two. You have the Temperance and the Star. Aquarius energy, very strong here. And this has to do with following your dreams, putting in the water, watering your dreams every single day, every moment, really, and focusing only on that you truly desire, and just finding that balance within your emotions. not identifying with those contractions from the past. And if you master that balance, where you find this equilibrium in the 0 point, Pisces, you're golden, okay? The 0 point, the tranquility, the true heart, the eternity. Once you find this, Pisces, you're beyond emotion. All is given to you. The universe will provide, okay? This is manifestation of magic, and that magic is you. Just get into it, allow it, receive, Pisces, and create from there, okay? So I will miss you this week, but I will be back stronger. And please don't hesitate to look at other readings. All my readings are timeless. I have a playlist on my channel. Any title that you feel resonance with, please, that means there is something, there's a message for you there, okay? So I love you. Please do take care very much this week, and I will see you very, very, very soon. I love you so much.